me out as milk and curdled me like cheese. Whose life was poured out? Our Lord and Savior. Thou hast granted me life and favor, and thy visitation hath preserved my spirit. And these things thou hast hid in thine heart. I know that this is with thee. If I sin, thou dost mark me, and thou wilt not acquit me from mine iniquity. And remember, Jesus was wounded for our transgression. He was bruised for our iniquity. The chastisement of our peace was upon him. And with his stripes we are healed. Job is a testimony of what it used to be like. Christ is fulfilling everything that Job went through in a way that lets us know, amen, that no matter what you go through, God's going to bring you through. Now, let's listen to a little bit of his, some of the opinions of men. Then answered Zophar, 11th chapter, 1st verse, the Nathanite, and said, should not the multitude of words be answered? And should a man be full of talk be justified? Or you just talking? That's what he says to him. Should thy lies make men hold their peace? And when thou mockest, should no man make thee ashamed? For thou hast said, my doctrine is pure, and I'm clean in thine eyes. So they decided that Job, he must have did something wrong. You running your mouth. And sometimes people don't always say it in your face, but they'll say, you know what? She really thinks that she was right. She really thinks that, you know what happened? You know why that happened? So we got to be careful, amen, how we judge another person's testimony. But on that, God should speak and open his mouth against thee, and that he should show thee the secrets of wisdom, that they are double to that which is. Know therefore that God exacted of these less than thine iniquity deserved. And they say you ain't got as much as you deserve. Now, for time's sake, I wish I really had another hour to exegese this book of Job. But I don't. So I just want to go to a few scriptures and we're going to wrap up.
Chapter
14. Job says something. And I want you to know that, let's go to 13 and 15. He said, though he slay me. When y'all get finished running your mouth, put me down, accusing me of sin, not understanding what I went through was for the glory of God, that I would have a testimony that thousands and millions of people afterward would hear about it and remember me. Because God, of course, introduced him. As there was a man named Job in the land of Uz. Not the Wizard of Oz, but the land of Uz. A great man. A perfect and upright man.
Thank you, Lord.
A man that eschewed evil. A man that was upright. But he says this. 14:1. Man that is born of a woman is of a few days, full of trouble. He come forth like a flower cut down, fleeth as a shadow, and continueth not. And dost thou open thine eyes upon such a one, and bringest me into judgment with thee? Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one. See, his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds, that he cannot pass. He could not pass over the time. That's called your life calendar. But he said, yet, look at the 9th verse. He said, though the 8th and 9th verse, he said, though the root thereof wax old in the earth, and the stock thereof die in the ground, yet through the scent of water, the Spirit of the Lord is like water. It will bud and bring forth boughs like a plant. In other words, resurrection. And so then he says, but man died and wastes away. Yet man giveth up the ghost. And where is he? Where is he? Job is considering. And so in the 14th verse, he said, if a man die, shall he live again? All the days of my appointed time. On my life calendar, my appointed time, I will wait until my change comes. No wonder Moses said, teach me to number my days that I might apply my heart to wisdom. Because no matter what folk think, no matter what you go through, everybody got an appointed time. So let's see the conclusion of the whole matter. Let's go to the end of Job. Go with me to the end. I wish I could. I had time to, because I love preaching on the book of Job. Well, Job, of course, his friends, they ran their mouth and they said a lot of stuff that God didn't agree with. As a matter of fact, he rebuked them. And he said they didn't speak the thing that was right. So Job 42. So God answers, amen. So Job answers the Lord, amen. And he says, and I want y'all all to read the book of Job, amen, again. Read it again. Read it again. Because it has lessons in there. It has wisdom and understanding. Then Job answered the Lord and said, I know that thou can do everything, and that no thought can be withholden from me. See, the Lord knows your thoughts afar off. Who is he that hideth counsel without knowledge? Therefore have I uttered that I understood not. Trust in the Lord all thine heart, lean not to thine own understanding, in all thy ways acknowledge him, he shall direct thy paths. He said he understood knowledge or things that he did not understand. He said things too wonderful for me, which I knew not. God was doing a demonstration.
My God.
Job's narrative of his life is one that every born-again Christian, even the world, understands to a certain point about Job.
Yes.
They may not understand it the way we do because they don't have revelation, insight, and understanding. How can they believe in who they have not heard? But they know the story of Job. Hear, I beseech thee, and I will speak. I will demand of thee, and declare thou unto me. Yes. I have heard of thee by the hearing of the ear, but now mine eyes see of thee. Wherefore I abhor myself. I repent in dust and ashes. That's what we ought to do. When we know that God, I don't know what I've done. Then I bring this on myself. See, I didn't mind saying to God when I went through certain trials and tests. I'm not ashamed to say I asked God, did I bring this upon myself? Because I know others was wondering.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Holy God. Thank you.
6 months before the first class of the Agape Love Bible College, Jamal passed. Brandon Jamal Knox. My son, who was a 4-point student, grade point.
Yeah.
Jackson State graduate.
Yeah.
Going to be a medical doctor. Many are the afflictions of the righteous.
Yes.
But God delivers us out of them all.
Yes, Lord.
2 years later, my brother died. David. The one that Mama really beloved. And I think about some of these things. And then the hardest thing is trying to figure out what was 2.5 weeks got to do with Mama dying, or Bill dying, and then Mama dying. What's up with that, Lord? But I didn't charge them. I just wanted to know, in your appointed time, why did they have to die so close to one another?
Sure did.
I mean, did I have time to grieve over my husband when my mother passes? 2.5 weeks later. And it's all right to answer God or ask him a question. I'm quite sure Job and God had a lot of conversations after this. I loved him.
Yeah.
I still love him. I will always love God.
Yes.
Always love him. I didn't quit him. I didn't walk away from the ministry.
That's good.
I didn't tell Sarah, you know what, we're going to put this church on the market. We out of here. We're going back to Madison or going back to Memphis. I'm going to get my band back together. I'm going to start singing jazz again. Don't you think it popped in my mind?
All right.
That was my profession. When you backslide, you always go back to what you used to do. I was going to find my band and find me some new musicians. And of course the enemy decided that. You know, when you might as well, you living for the Lord. And now this didn't happen and that didn't happen. And so we wonder, what's that all about? Yeah. Trusting God through challenging times. Well, we're just about done now. So look what it said. And it was so that after the Lord had spoken these words unto Job, the Lord said to Eliphaz, now these are his miserable comforters. The brothers that, his 8-spoon coons that should have been right there saying, man, you going to get through this, man. Hold your head up. Man, you can do this, man. That's what they should have been telling him. But look what God says about them. He said, my wrath is kindled against thee and against thy 2 friends, so-called friends. For have you not spoken of me, the thing that is right, as my servant Job had? Therefore, take unto you now 7 bullocks, 7 rams, which is perfect, God's perfect number, and go to my servant Job. Offer up for yourselves a burnt offering. Bless my servant, and my servant Job shall pray for you. For him will I accept, lest I deal with you after your folly. Wow. God ain't playing. In that you have spoken of, you have not spoken of me, the thing which is right, like my servant Job. No matter what folk go through, I don't care what they done. Right. Speak the thing that's right Father, forgive them, bless them, in spite of, I don't know what's happening, what's going on in their life. But God, I know you love them and bless them anyway.
Yes.
Jesus said, bless your enemies, even bless your enemies.
Yes.
And so Eliphaz the Temanite, oh, I love the conclusion of the whole matter. Look what he says. Bildad the Shunammite and Zophar the Naamite went and did according as the Lord commanded them. The Lord also accepted Job, and the Lord turned the captivity of Job. Somebody say, after this, the glory.
After this, the glory.
Say it real strong like you mean it. After this,
After this,
the glory.
the glory.
Amen. When he prayed for his friend, Job's assignment was not over. He said, pray for your friends. They will bless you, but pray for them. And the Lord gave Job twice as much as he had before. Then came there unto him all his brethren, all his sisters, and all that had been of his acquaintance before, did eat bread with him. Look what it said. They came in, so his siblings finally came around. Amen. All of his kinfolks came around. His friends came back before and did eat bread with him, a type of communion. And they bemoaned him. They finally had compassion and empathy, comforting him over all the evil the Lord had brought upon him. It's truly said. But actually, God had a plan in the evil. Even in the day of evil, God's got a better plan.
Yeah.
Every man also gave him a piece of money, and everyone an earring of gold. They restored his wealth. Amen. They restored his wealth. So the Lord blessed the latter end of Job more than his beginning. For he had 14,000 sheep. Remember, before he had 7,000.
Yeah.
He had 6,000 camels, 1,000 yoke. Remember, he had 500 yoke of oxen, 1,000 she-asses. He had also 7 sons and 3 daughters. God gave him some more children. The other children up in heaven. And see, all of our children are still up in heaven. And they passed before us. Brandon Jamal Knox is still in heaven. I have a child in heaven. Amen. Hallelujah. And he had 7 sons and 3 daughters, and he called the name of the first Jemima, the name of the second Kishia, and the name of the third Karinsapuk. And in all the land there were no women found so fair as the daughters of Job. He made them beautiful women. And in that culture, beauty can do a lot for you. And their father gave them an inheritance among their brethren. So the girls had their own mansion. They were blessed. Because see, usually the boys were the ones that got the inheritance. The girls had to get it from their man, their husband.
Right.
But Job, amen, gave those girls their inheritance as well. And after this, somebody say after this.
After this.
Job lived 140 years and saw his sons and his sons' sons even 4 generations. How many generations?
4.
4 generations. How many generations?
4.
4. That meant that God restored the years that the cankerworm, the palmer worm,
All
the
right.
caterpillar
Come on.
had eaten up. And God wants you to know that trust him through challenging times. No matter what, the world is getting darker.
Thank you, Jesus.
People are getting more wickeder. Folks are sabotaging, walking in iniquity, greediness, jealousy, envy, strife. But with all of that, remember that God got you. Put your hand on your heart.
Amen.
Almighty and eternal God, we thank you